A very good afternoon to you, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the graduation ceremony of ESOFT Uni. As every Sri Lankan event commences with the traditional lighting of the oil lamp, we'd like to move on to the lighting of the lamp, and I'd like to invite our dignitaries to do the honors. I'd like to invite our chief guest, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶ecie Hish, Professor in Entrepreneurship at the University of Colombo, Dr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶, Chairman, Group Managing Director, ESOFT Group of Companies, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘶, Kingston University, Director of Strategic Partnering and Development, Faculty of Engineering, Computing and the Environment, Dr. Lan Jiang, Senior Lecturer and ALT to ESOFT University, the Guildhall School of Business and Law, London Metropolitan University, Mr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘶, Regional Manager, South Asia, Pearson, Professor Viranja Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Mr. Amila Bandara, Chief Operating Officer, ESOFT Uni.
Dr. Dilina Herat, Pro Vice Chancellor, ESU Colombo, Professor Anoma Ratna, Dean, Faculty of Business and Law, ESOFT Uni, Engineer Chandranandana Deunagi, Director, Engineering College of Technology, Mr. Prasad Piris, Chief Executive Officer, Engineering College of Technology, Dr. Niraj Mahesh Kandambi, Dean, Faculty of Life Sciences, Ms. Yasita D. Silva, Head Faculty of Art and Design, Campus 1. Ms. Kosambika Devendra, Registrar, ESOFT Uni, one student representative and one parent representative.
Thank you very much to all our dignitaries for doing the honors. I'd like to invite everyone to the head table. Thank you very much. You may now take your seats. Once again, a very good afternoon to you, and we'd like to welcome our distinguished guests, our chief guest, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘶, We would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all our special invitees, including industry partners, collaborators, and dignitaries present, the Managing Director, Chairman, Group Managing Director, ESOFT Group of Companies, Chief Operating Officer, ESOFT Uni, the Vice Chancellor, Deans, Heads of Departments, academic staff, and non-academic staff, and most importantly, our graduating students, parents, and families.
Well, so this is the moment that you have been waiting for. This is the day that all your hard work, commitment, and dedication finally pays off. For reaching this milestone, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a thundering round of applause for you.
This definitely is a milestone in your academic journey. And right at the outset, we'd also like to talk a little bit about ESU, which is Sri Lanka's largest private sector higher education network. ESOFT has over 40 branches across the island, serving over 40,000 learners each year. Established in the year 2000 by Dr. 𝗚𝗿𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂, ESOFT has grown from being the leader in professional ICT education to a diversified education provider with a vision of shaping lives, creating futures. Celebrating 26 years of excellence in higher education, ESOFT has now evolved into two specialized arms. That's ESOFT Uni, the higher education arm offering undergraduate and postgraduate qualifications and pathways to industry standard international qualifications.
And ESOFT Metro Campus, the vocational education arm focused on industry-based demanded vocational programs that empower students to step confidently into their careers. With a strong commitment to skill development, ESOFT continues to expand its vocational offerings in English and foreign languages. Micro-skilling programs will also be strengthened to prepare students for success in both local and international job markets. Through this dual approach, ESOFT remains dedicated to enriching lives, developing talent, and shaping future-ready graduates for Sri Lanka and beyond.
For 25 years, ESOFT has been at the heart of Sri Lanka's education journey, opening doors, shaping futures, and building a nation of talent. Today, as we celebrate a proud legacy, we look ahead with a bold new vision. Our new identity, ESU, ESOFT Uni, takes higher education to world-class status. With campuses in Colombo, Kandy, and Jaffna, we are nurturing globally competitive professionals driven by innovation, inspired by research, and ready to lead the world. With a 40-branch network spread across Sri Lanka, ESOFT continues to empower youth with skills and qualifications that matter. From vocational training to IT, from business to emerging technologies, ESOFT is shaping the workforce that drives national progress. Our global footprint is growing. From Bangkok to Singapore, ESOFT International leads collaborative models in higher education. Through transnational education, we're sharing Sri Lanka's academic excellence with the world. Through Skill Global, based in the UK, we take our homegrown content to the world, delivering micro-skills and role-based learning via distance education. ESOFT is breaking barriers and reaching learners beyond borders. From a proud Sri Lankan foundation to a global stage, from classrooms to boardrooms, from skills to innovation, this is not just education, it is transformation. ESOFT is building the future for Sri Lanka and for the world.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest this afternoon is a distinguished academic in the field of entrepreneurship at the Department of Management and Organization Studies, Faculty of Management and Finance, University of Colombo. He holds the distinction of being the first professor in entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka. Driven by a deep passion for fostering entrepreneurial growth and innovation, his research interests focus on small enterprise growth dynamics, entrepreneurial intentions among diverse social groups, and entrepreneurial learning. His scholarly work has significantly contributed to advancing both theoretical understanding and practical applications in entrepreneurship and small business development. Our chief guest has published extensively in national and international refereed journals and currently serves on the editorial board of the International Journal of Information Technology and Business Management. He has held several key academic leadership positions, including head of the Postgraduate and Mid-Career Development Unit, Faculty of Management and Finance, University of Colombo, from 2022 to 2025, where he plays a pivotal role in shaping executive and mid-career education programs.
He also has served as head of the Department of Management and Organization Studies. He is also the co-founder of Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Unit, established at the University of Colombo in 2015 to support practicing entrepreneurs and foster entrepreneurial ecosystems within the university and beyond. He earned his PhD from Yokoku University, Japan, and an MBA BCom from the University of Colombo. He brings over 24 years of higher education teaching experience gained in Japan and Sri Lanka. His current research focuses on entrepreneurial intentions among different social groups, growth of dynamics of SMEs, and entrepreneurship development in developing country context. Internationally, he is an active member of UNESCO affiliated entrepreneurship development programs and has delivered keynote addresses at UNESCO, supported international conferences in China and the Philippines. He is also an adjunct professor at Hasanuddin University, Indonesia, and serves as an external research scholar with the Agricultural Institution Strengthening Research Group at the same university. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome our chief guest, Professor B. Nishantha.
Very good afternoon. Chairman of the ESOFT Group of Companies, Dr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝗂𝘶, Vice Chancellors, Dean of the Faculties, Senior Faculty Members, dear graduates, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen. It is great pleasure and honor to speak few words this special occasion, General Convocation for Bachelor's Degrees and Master's Degrees, Convocation Ceremony 2026. Today is a very special day for you because you have completed your academic journey as a master holders plus another group of graduates for bachelor's degree. This is a special day for not only for you, your parents, family members also will be a proud audience here to well wish you at your academic success. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the graduates today. You have completed your academic journey with your hard work, commitment, in this period you have spent your time. Sometimes you give up some kind of your personal, some commitments for this, completing this journey. Completing academic program is is a journey. Now you have completed that journey. But learning is never-ending journey. Actually, there is no destination for learning. Although you have completed your academic journey in milestone, it's a remarkable milestone, but the real challenge is starting from today onwards, because you need to start your lifelong learning today itself. Why I am saying like that? Any kind of academic programs, very recognized, accepted, high quality academic programs have been designed with 3 pillars. What are those 3 pillars? Knowledge, skill, attitudes. You have reached the standard of these 3 pillars or these 3 dimensions. That's why you could complete this degree program. But real challenge today itself, because you need to update your knowledge. You need to continuously update your skill. And you have to continue with positive attitudes. Especially today is a dynamic environment. We are in a very close to the very bigger World War III. Environment is dynamism, volatile environment. You need to update your knowledge. It is very possible because all we are connected with the knowledge sources, not like many years ago. You know that when we look at the past, after finding steam engine, it takes more than 50 years to come to the gasoline engine, but not like today. Today, technology and other environmental conditions changing very fast. Therefore, you need to update your knowledge day to day. At the same time, not only that, when it comes to the skill, you need to update your skill, especially your digital skill, your financial literacy skill, and conceptual skill, leadership skills, you need to improve every day. At the same time, positive attitudes also. Because mainly, with these challenges in environment, the organizations, corporate, need to change within a shorter period of time. Therefore, you need to positive mindset, positive attitude towards such changes. In my speech today, I would like to share a few thoughts on very important concept that will shape your personal and professional career. That is, developing entrepreneurial mindset. What's meant by entrepreneurial mindset? Before come to the definition, if you look at the mind is the most important element of human being. As Lord Buddha wisely said, Mano pubbangama dhamma, mano setta manomaya. The mind is the number one. Mind determine your action and your behavior. Then I am talking about, when introducing me, she mentioned that I am the professor in entrepreneurship. That's why my topic also I take as the entrepreneurial mindset. The entrepreneurial mindset means you have to be innovator. You have to be opportunity seeker. You have to be risk taker. That entrepreneurial mindset is not only for practicing entrepreneurs. It is valid for most of you coming from corporate sector, try to become corporate leader. Some of them, you already leading some corporates. Therefore, entrepreneurial mindset not only for the people, entrepreneurs who start business, that is for even corporate sector, we call corporate entrepreneurship. In addition to that, we need entrepreneurial mindset for the government sector. Today we are talking about entrepreneurial government. And sometimes you have seen, in some politicians say, we need to entrepreneurial state. 𝗚𝗚𝗱𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘁 rajya. Yes, we need entrepreneurial state. Then we need to think and act like entrepreneurs. How we can do that? I would like to mention few simple paths to develop entrepreneurial mindset. The first one is developing curiosity and continuous learning. You have to be curiosity. You have to develop your curiosity. If the current way of doing is not working, not giving result, what is the alternative? Every time you have to curious and see if this fail, what is the other option? Plus continuous learning. As I told you, the environment is highly diverse, dynamic. We are using AI, artificial intelligence, different digital platforms. Then you need to develop, you need to ready for continuous learning. Second, I would like to mention as the path for developing entrepreneurial mindset is see the opportunity, see the problems, challenges as opportunities. You know that we face, as a nation, we face a lot of challenges, a lot of problems. We face COVID. Not like other countries, in addition to the COVID, we face economic crisis. Most probably near future, we will face a lot of economic issues. Then we need to see them as not only problems, challenges, we see the opportunities through those problems. You know that in the time of COVID, some of the companies who changed their business model, only they survived. Some people changed, there are companies, they changed their way of doing, COVID taking as the challenge and they convert them into opportunities. Therefore, near future, most probably, we need to, not only near future, even today, also, when see the problem as a corporate leader, potential corporate leaders, you need to see the positive sides, opportunities in all challenges we face. That is one of the way to develop our entrepreneurial mindset. Third is developing creativity and innovation. What is meant by creativity? The creativity means imaginations. We have to develop, we have to look at the problems from different point of view. We have to bring the new solution first in our mind. That is called creativity. That creative ideas we have to convert it to the solutions we call innovations. As corporate leaders, as potential corporate leaders, tomorrow leaders, you have liability, you have responsibility to make your organizations to higher levels. Therefore, you need to come up with the innovations. What kind of innovations? You can bring something new, bring new values to the society, customers, and countries. New things, bring new things. Second thing is, you can bring better solution than existing solutions. We have some kind of a very negative thoughts that this is the best solution. Yes, what we use today, whatever commodity we use, today is the best. But tomorrow, we have to bring the better solution. When better solution come, the solution today we use will go to the past. then you can come up with the new solution, better solution, different solution. Therefore, that is the third path you can develop your entrepreneurial mindset. Fourth one is the final one, the risk-taking. The entrepreneurs are risk-takers. Even general public, as you also risk-taker, me also risk-taker. Starting this degree program at the starting time, at the very first week also, you thought, sometimes I will not pass this degree. Such risk we face, but you need to develop entrepreneurial mindset by taking calculated risk. What is meant by calculated risk? You know, you should have better understanding about if your effort, if your career, if your business even fail, how much you will lose. How much will lose? Then you should make your highest commitment to minimize that risk with your effort. That kind of risk you have to take. It is not like gambling. You are taking calculated risk, starting from average risk. With your experience, with your growth, you will take the higher risk. With that, as MBA graduates, you are not only job seekers. You should become job creators, innovators, and leaders who contribute the economic and social development. Sri Lanka, like many countries, need leaders who can think entrepreneurially, lead with integrity, and create sustainable value for society. Your knowledge and skills should help build organizations that are innovative, ethical, and responsible. Dear graduates, today you receive degree, but more importantly, you receive responsibility. The responsibility to use your education not only for personal success, but also for the development of your organizations, your community, and your country. Finally, I would like to once again congratulate all of you, all of graduates. I also extend my sincere appreciation to the dedicated faculty members and proud parents who supported this journey. May your future be filled with purpose, innovation, and meaningful achievement. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our chief guest, Professor 𝗶𝗍 𝗂𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶 for those inspiring words.
Now it's time to hear from another special individual who is a leading figure in education and IT. Founded ESOFT in 2000 and currently serves as the chairman and managing director of ESOFT Group of Companies. In addition to his leadership role, he actively lectures in programs at undergraduate and postgraduate level. His educational journey began at 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶 College, Kurunegala, followed by an MBBS from the University of Colombo. However, his passion for IT and teaching started after he finished the busiest professional examinations even before entering the medical college. He also holds a postgraduate diploma in advanced software engineering from the University of Westminster, UK, an MBA from London Metropolitan University, UK, and an honorary fellowship from Kingston University.
Currently, he is reading for his Doctor of Business Administration at the University of Colombo and has received numerous other accolades, including the Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2021. Beyond ESOFT, he has been the president of the Computer Society of Sri Lanka in 2015 and 2016, and during this time, he has also served as the president of the Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation. He currently serves as the president of the Sri Lanka Association of Non-State Higher Education Institutes and chairman at the Federation of Information Technology, Sri Lanka. I would now like to invite the chairman and managing director of the ESOFT group of companies, Dr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Professor B. Nishantha, Senior Professor of Entrepreneurship, University of Colombo, our chief guest for this session. Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘁 from Kingston University, London, our professor from London Metropolitan University, Vice Chancellor, Pros Vice Chancellors, heads of the faculties, Chief Operating Officer, academics, branch managers, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great honor for me to stand before you and speak a few words on this very special day. A very special day of everyone. I mean, a graduation day is something very special, a celebration for all of you, where you celebrate the success of your hard put effort ending up in a qualification. So first of all, let me congratulate all of you. Well done, and you deserve this celebration and this recognition. So today, let me enlighten a little bit on what Professor Nishantha mentioned about entrepreneurial mindset. In fact, actually, in my previous session, I gave a speech on entrepreneurial mindset. So what better person than him to talk about entrepreneurial mindset, because he's a first professor in entrepreneurship. Coincidentally, I and him now going to be having a more closer association because you may heard in my previous the introduction that I'm doing a DBA at University of Colombo, Faculty of Management and Finance, and Professor Nishantha has been one of the supervisors that has been allocated to me. So therefore, basically, I think I will have to work closely with him on this one. So he is an expert who had mastered entrepreneurship theory and taught a lot of people on entrepreneurship. I have been a person who has started a weird journey from a medical practitioner to practicing entrepreneur. But as he mentioned correctly, that entrepreneurial mindset is not just a mindset that is needed for people who are going to become actual entrepreneurs who start new business ventures. It is actually the growth mindset that every one of us require. So therefore, while working in a organization as a professional, as a head of a unit or functional role, you can be entrepreneurial. That is the mindset what is required. Actually, as I said, that it is the growth mindset. Because today, we live in a country, still we are economically not grown as much as we would love to have. We are still a developing country, right? So you know that the amount of challenges that we have in managing our economy, considering the debt payments that we have in the future. So can our leaders alone win these challenges without our contribution? I strongly think that we can't. That is where actually we need all of our citizens, everybody, to have an entrepreneurial mindset. What is this entrepreneurial mindset? I think Professor Nishantha mentioned about, seeking problems, seeking opportunities, seeing problems as opportunities. That is actually your first steps. And innovation, creativity, all of these, risk-taking is what is required as entrepreneur. But because with that mindset, what do you do really? You bring change. You bring change, positive change, to wherever you work. That is what you do. You bring positive change. You change wherever you work. It doesn't have to be your own company. It doesn't have to be your own, enterprise. You bring change for wherever you are. Positive change to create more value. Entrepreneurs create more value. Entrepreneurial mindset creates more value. That is what is required. So in my opinion, right, so you need to be problem seeker. The very first thing is problem seeker. A lot of us, if you get into your comfort zone, right, what do? If you're in your comfort zone, you simply ignore problems, right? You simply ignore problems when you are not in your comfort zone. Simply ignore it. Because that is the easier way, but not the correct way, right? Not the correct way. So if you start ignoring problems, you will never get these opportunities, right? So therefore from here, now all of you are actually starting off of course, I know that those who are doing postgraduate doesn't start in the equal platform, but of course, if you are doing a first degree and coming out as graduates, all of you are starting your journey more or less in a similar platform, equal level, probably. However, from thereafter, your journey is not going to be equal. Whether you're going to have an ordinary journey or an extraordinary journey, or whether you're going to leave a legacy, depends on how much willing, how much committed are you to solve the problems around you. That is why I said that it is the growth mindset that every one of us need to have. Because it's not only for you, remember, it's not only for you, it is for this country, because you are the capable people. We know that we have a challenge of brain drain, right? And despite of that, whoever who is living in this country has to contribute to the growth of our economy. That is why we need it badly. The country needs it badly, your family needs it badly, every one of us needs it badly, so you must make use of that. So I'll tell you a very small example. I have told this many times. I got my first appointment to work as a doctor in intensive care unit of 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂 Hospital. These people have heard this many times, but it's worth sharing, where I want to show that real entrepreneurship doesn't require authority, doesn't require position, doesn't require you to own that entity for you to be entrepreneurial. This is what I'm telling. So when I got my first appointment, I went to 𝗚𝗚𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗂 Intensive Care Unit as the doctor with my first appointment. Unfortunately, I had to actually, when I reported to work, I went to work in crutches, right? I went in crutches because I had a nasty accident due to my fast driving those days. So I had a nasty accident, and I was bedridden for about 6 months with a fracture femur and a fracture radius. So I went in crutches. So I reported to work in crutches, right? Because I didn't want to just postpone my first job because I was bedridden. I went, and then the medical superintendent told, I said, ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලා නිවාඩුවක් කරගෙන තම්සේ මොකද කිහිල්කරුවනින් ගිහපුවම තම්සගේ ලෙඩෙක් කියලා හිතයි කියලා කිව්වා. You were joking actually, but I worked in the intensive care unit because you don't have to run around when you're working in the intensive care unit because you can, it's only within your territory you do. So when I went to this intensive care unit, this is before Maithripala Sirisena built 𝗚𝗚𝗱𝗂𝗂𝗓𝗓, right? This is, I'm talking about the 2000 era. Now, once you had an executive president from 𝗚𝗚𝗓𝗂𝗓𝗓, now 𝗚𝗚𝗓𝗓𝗓 is like more like, Colombo 7, right? If you see the roads in 𝗚𝗚𝗓𝗓, it's like that. I'm talking of the era before that, right? So when I went to this ICU, there were 4 beds in the ICU, right? Intensive care unit, 4 beds, but only 2 ventilators. Right? So how can you actually treat a patient in an intensive care unit without a ventilator? So actually speaking, this ICU is functioning only with 2 beds. The other 2 beds you can actually keep somebody who wants to take a rest or something like that, you can keep it, but not a critically ill patient. So then this is a real problem for me. No ventilators. 2 beds, there are no ventilators. I'm not the person to solve it because I'm just a junior doctor who was going there for first appointment. This was a problem for me. Then I went and asked from medical superintendent, sir, අපිට ventilator දෙකක් ගන්න බැරිද? ventilator නැද්ද මෙතන? Then he said, දැන් මං හිතන්නේ ඔය ස්ටෝර් වල ventilator 2-3ක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මම supplier කවුද කියන්නත් දන්නේ නැහැ. The supplier he doesn't know. It has procured before he came and it has not been assembled. මං ඊට පස්සේ කිව්වා කවුරුයි දෙන්න බැරිද ඔය ස්ටෝර් එකට ගිහිල්ලා අපිට බලන්න කියලා. So when went there were 2 ventilators in packing, actually 3 ventilators. One was actually, I saw a hole, that means eaten by rats, right? There were 3 ventilators. Then, so can't we get somebody to fix it? No, mama danne supply danne, man danne kohen daave kiyala mama danne give us. So then we asked him, so can we try to fix it? Because there was a male nurse in the ICU who was very good with the equipment. He has been serving in the ICU for 16 years. So I knew that he is very technically sound. I told him, sir, I volunteered to fix the ventilator. He said, so he gave me the permission, right? So I said, okay, no problem. Now, superintendent has given me the permission. Mama giva, sir, me deken tunen dekai goda danne, tunama ganna baya ekak miyo kala tiyenne. I got his permission. So we somehow the other, luckily one of them was one of the unit that we were using. So we fixed it. We fixed the 2 ventilators. So that we converted that into a 4-bed ICU without executive president's powers. Of course, now Maitripal has made it 20-bed ICU. Right now it's a 20-bed ICU, a special renal unit, a different one. Now it is amazing. But, what I want to say is that is problem-solving mindset. Right? Problem-solving mindset. I was nothing, actually. I was just a junior doctor. I would have just, come home, just put in 2 patients on that beds. But my entrepreneurial mindset, that is what I want to say. So don't think about where you work, what is the place, whether you own that or not, right? Try to solve problems in wherever you are working. That is the key thing that will take you through a very fast growth journey. You will grow fast, right? Remember this, you will grow fast if you solve problems. You will grow fast, right? You will grow fast. So this entrepreneurial thing, if you are not used to entrepreneurial mindset, start it from home. Right? Start it from home. Solve problems at home. If you have a broken water leaking tap, fix it by yourself. Right? That's the entrepreneurial mindset. If your room is untidy, start cleaning it. I had a habit when I was a child, actually, I want to clean my room every 6 months. My strategy of cleaning is completely different. I throw out everything inside the room out first. That's my style of cleaning a room. Because when I go to my room, then I get a lot of positive vibes. Right? Because I have nothing unwanted inside that. So I don't want to talk too much. So because Professor has said all about how you can be entrepreneur, but what I want to say is that you need that strong desire to build this entrepreneurial mindset. Start with small things. Start with small things. Then you will enjoy being entrepreneurial. Right? One day you can come out of it. The good thing is when you are in a company and you are entrepreneurial, you're not taking that risk by yourself. You are being entrepreneurial under the blanket of, being risk taken by your company, right? So you are actually a more protected risk taker. That is the advantage that you, especially in your early career, that's a good privilege to have. Your company is spending, I'm entrepreneurial, right? So that is an entrepreneur. Being in an organization, you having entrepreneurial new initiatives to do new things, introduce new products. Introduce new services, fix your problems, what you have. Maybe existing solution, as you said, we may think that it is the perfect system. May not be the perfect system. So that is how you can start. Then when you are ready, I have got some confidence, okay, I have tried solve problems in my company. When you think that I am good enough to start my own journey, start it. Even before leaving the company. Right? Even before leaving the company. You can start your entrepreneurial journey. You can do another job. In Sri Lanka only people think that you should only do one job. But in the world out there, sometimes you can't thrive without doing multiple jobs. So you can, with your passion, you can start your entrepreneurial journey. So that's my little bit of advice, because all of us want growth. You want growth. Your family wants you to grow. So therefore, be entrepreneurial. That will give you that extraordinary growth potential which all of you are having. It's a matter of discovering that. All of you have that. It's a matter of discovery. So let me end up my speech with a small quote from Peter Drucker. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Wish you good luck and have a pleasant day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words.
And with that, I would like to invite the Vice Chancellor of ESOFT Uni, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁, to declare the graduation ceremony open.
I declare the graduation of ESOFT Uni open.
Thank you very much. And we now move on to conferring of awards. We begin with Level 7 Pearson BTech Diploma in Strategic Management and Leadership. To do the honors, I would like to invite Mr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁, Regional Manager, South Asia, Pearson, who will be accompanied by Ms. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁, Assistant General Manager of the 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁 Branch, and Mr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂𝘁, Center Manager, Degree Division, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁. We begin with Level 7 Pearson BTech Diploma in Strategic Management and Leadership. Starting off from the 𝗚𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂𝘁 branch, obtaining a pass, Isadeen Ihsan Mohammed.
Moving on to Colombo branch, we have DM Menusha Dhananjani Alves. Belani Jitara 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂𝘁. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our graduate. Niroshan Madhushankar. Rimza Nilam. Varan Prabodhanoyar. Pelsi Jennifer Fernando. KHB Tilini Dinoshika Rajaratna. Ranavaka Arachige Evendia Eshani Pereira. Selva Kumar Divya. Chehan Lavindu Silva. Priyanka Shalini Sidambaram. Moving on to Kandy branch, we have Ruwanti Kumari 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂. JP Tarindu Lakshan Pereira. Razik Muhammad Talha. Moving on to Call Branch, we have Nisansala Attanayaka. E.M. Niroshi Manjula. Kuruwitake Jayan Madhusankar. SNBMR Chamara. Hasini Kaushalya Veragoda.
Moving on to the Gampaha branch. Vidanagama Abesekara Prithvi Kavishan. Vannipurage Dianish Ranjan. Hettiarachige Chaturanga. R. Chamit Mahesh Rajapaksha. S.B. Naveen Asith Bandara Samarakon. Kurunagala branch. Madhusha Shehana Ratna. Charita Malaka Edirmanna. Lankarachige Hashan Nadis Madhusanka. Minusha Vettasingha. From the Nigamba branch, DPA Nilanka Dushanti. Varnakula Surya Dimut Lakshan Fernando. Nisalaka Sahanjit Rupasingha. Egala Rachilage Diana Harshini Silva. From the Colombo branch, obtaining a merit pass, J.P. Diana Devraj. From the Gaul branch, T.W.N.W. Veerasurya. From the Gampaha branch, P.A. Sachini Pavitra Padma Peruma. Ushan Chanuka Talahagama. Obtaining a pass from the Colombo branch, F. Derek Alister. From ESU Kandy, obtaining a pass, Devon Orion Templar Duran. Sharmila Jnana Pragasam. From the Gampaha branch, GKM Tisaru 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂. From the Kandy branch, Disney Sandarekha 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗂𝘁. From the Kurunegala branch, obtaining a pass, RHM Kalum Prasanna Rajasinghe. From the Matara branch, RKG Nilani Kaushalya Seneviratna. Obtaining a merit from the Colombo branch, Kavishka Harindrini Ratwata. Obtaining a pass, WW Ridhma Dulakshana Fernando.
For obtaining a merit from Colombo branch, Vishwanathan Abhinaya. R.M. Subhash Lahiru Sandarwan Ratnayaka.
Thank you very much to our presenters, and I would now like to invite Mr. Surya Bibele, Regional Manager, South Asia, Pearson, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, Chief Guest, Chairman, ESOFT Group of Companies, Chief Operating Officer, representatives of the universities, London Metropolitan and Kingston University, heads of faculties, parents, and successful students, graduates. I start off, as I always do, on behalf of my team at Pearson in the UK, congratulating you on this very special day of your life. In this session, we have those students who have completed their postgraduate studies, some of them who just received their Pearson BTech Level 7 qualification, you're now ready to complete your postgraduate studies, moving to the next level. And I'm sure all of you are either working in organizations or running your own businesses. Maybe some of you are even planning to be in the academia or join the academia in the long run. Whatever you do, I'm especially aligning what I'm going to say to leadership and strategy, because it's a qualification you did, a Pearson BTech Level 7 diploma in strategic management and leadership. Leadership and strategy are two important characteristics and skills. Some say you got to be a born leader, and some say you got to have strategy in you. Not necessarily. All of us have it. It's just that how we choose to bring it out and put it to good use. Each one of us, from our childhood, have always had a strategy. It's just that Some are not the most popular ones that you see. Some, even since from their childhood, have decided to do something on their own, meaning go on their own, and they keep working towards that. Some take the path of becoming a sportsman. Now, you take sports alone, not everyone has to play for the college team or for the national team. Their strategy might be, personal strategy that is, to eventually get into sports training, sports psychology, and sports administration. And some of them will want to start a business, set up an organization, start small, have your own little strategies and short-term and medium-term and maybe long-term with a goal. But what is important in all of this is your leadership skill, the leadership you give your own self. Generally, when we talk of leadership, people tend to think leadership is about leading a team, that you need to have a massive team, a large team. Leadership starts from within you. How do I lead my own life? How do I face challenges, stay resilient? And for that, you need your own personal strategies. Then comes obviously strategies that we all know of. You studied in your last year or two and will continue to study, will continue to learn and read about how organizational strategies, business strategies, brand strategies contribute to success. And please don't feel afraid of changing gears. Every decision you make, every choice you make is not going to be full of success. Success belongs to those who choose to get up from where they failed and move on, re-strategize, relearn, and build your own and create your own future. And I'm sure, having followed a Pearson BTech Level 7 qualification, the experience you gained is beyond the academic knowledge you would have gained in those 2 years. Our programs are designed to the highest standards, benchmark standards in the UK, and are assessed to the international standards. And in that process, we have one of our most trusted international partners in Sri Lanka, ESOFT or ESU or ESOFT Uni. An award-winning center, 5 consecutive years, the recipient of the Platinum Award, and it doesn't happen just like that. It's because of the amount of commitment with which they have worked closely with Pearson in implementing our benchmark standards that they have achieved these awards. So congratulations once again for all what you have achieved. And I also want to congratulate the faculties, the management and the leadership. We all gain enormous amount of satisfaction seeing you progress. And what's going to be most important and most satisfying for us is when we see you out there in your own journeys, doing great and being innovative and making a name for yourself. Thank you once again, and it's an absolute honor to have been able to speak to you, and I wish you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘂𝘁, Regional Manager, South Asia, Pearson. And now we move on to conferring of awards, London Metropolitan University programs. And to do the honors, I would like to invite Dr. Lan Jiang, Senior Lecturer and ALT to ESOFT Uni, the Guildhall School of Business and Law, London Metropolitan University. And to accompany her, I'd like to invite Ms. Madhushani Gamage, Center Manager, ESOFT Uni Colombo, and Ms. Yasita De Silva, Head Faculty of Art and Design, Campus 1.
BA Honours in Fashion top up London Metropolitan University UK for obtaining first class from Campus 1. Veerahanna Dige Kylie Sharon Marian Fernando. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. Shenali Badelianage. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗄𝗏 Navisha Pereira. Kandana Arachige Tarushi Anudika Gunaratna. Kuragamagetara Priyanali Dasonika. Alia Sharfraz. Hetiarachige Dona Dulasha Vishvi. For obtaining a second upper, Habarakadage Shihani Nisala Pereira. Caroline Vivian Pires. Shashini Navodya Varnakula Surya. H.A. Yashodhya Devmini 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗄𝗏. Kananke Arachige Vihini Ometya. Jenica Mary Fernando.
We now move on to BSc Honours in Psychology, top-up London Metropolitan University, UK. Obtaining first-class honours from Campus 1, Hajra Hussain. Put your hands together for Nuzha Nizar. Francisca Ronali Nicole Jayawira. Husna Ramzeen. Obtaining second class honors, upper division, campus 1, Veerasinghe Pathiranage Dina Nadishani. Jeshana Roshmi Jennifer Ravi, also obtaining second class honors, upper division. H.D. Vibhuti Vimansa. Moving on to BA Honours in Business Administration top-up, London Metropolitan University, UK, obtaining a pass from the Kandy branch, PG Gayan Asiri Karunaratna.
Next up, Master of Business Administration General, London Metropolitan University, UK, for obtaining a merit from Colombo branch, Leonige Shashi Madhuranga Amaravikrama. Mahanayaka Modalige Dona Malki Watmi Ashanika. James Collins Amesha. Dawundage Mahisha Shihani. Sandaradura Dasuni Chamanti de Silva. Setumini Umayangana Karyavasam. Sarah Madhavi Liana Arachi. Indika Mahatintila.
Stop here. I have to invite two other presenters.
Mohammed Rafaidin Mohammed Rilwan. HP Charita Lakmal Rupa Singha. Mirzab Sharif Deen. Udugama Vitanage Savindu Didulanka. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂𝘁 𝗚𝗍𝗱𝗓𝗓 वीरविक्रमगुणवर्धन
And now I would like to request Dr. Lan Jiang to please remain, and I'd like to thank the other dignitaries for accompanying. Thank you very much. And I would like to invite Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂𝘁, Vice-Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, and Dr. Delina Herath, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, ESU Colombo, to please join the presenter. We continue with conferring of London Metropolitan University programs.
From Gampaha branch, for obtaining a merit, we have Mohammed Amir, Mohammed Ashfaq. DG Chamit, Prasad Kumara. MKK RD Peris. Mihellage Dona Iresha Srimali. Let's move on to Kandy branch, and we have Duminda Buddhike, Bandara Disanayakal. Soundaraj Roshan Kumar. Rukshan Devinda Bandara. Aravinda Shanaka Fernando. Lachuman Gavaskar. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the applause coming in for our amazing graduates. Abdul Qadir Muhammad Muzammil. Nagalingam Sasigaran. Samani Bhagya Subhavikrama. 𝗚𝗿្𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁 For obtaining a pass from Colombo branch, 𝗚𝗿្𝗱𝗂𝘁𝘶. 𝗚𝗙𝗙𝗙 මුදියන්සලාගේ ත්‍රිලෝක්ෂි සංකල්පනී 𝗚𝗙𝗙. Virahennadige Judith Menali Fernando. Vishaka Gayani Edrisingha. H.G. Vikramasiri. Nadoni Ravindi Net Mini. ADRCGAW Jayasuriya. Continuing with the Colombo branch, College Shelby Terence Jude Rohan. Agampodige Chamit Nishan Kanchana. Padma Manjula 𝗚𝗿்𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝑚bange.
Vasana Priyadarshini Lokugamage. Nadini Pulsarani. Stephanie Manikam. Gurukula Surya Krishmal Tilan Piris. Onela Marian Peter. Melewe Tantrige Chamnaka Prematilaka. රත්නායක මුදියන්සලාගේ චතුර ලක්මාල් රත්නායක. EMU විහඟ ඉමේෂාන් සෙනවිරත්න. Shahjahan Siddiq Mohammed. Ishara Ruanali Silva. Velu Arun Prakash. Shiny Shihara 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶. From the Gampaha branch, WDC Layangika Dharmatunga. Gayatri Mahesha Gunasekara. Krishan Harshana Benjamin Gunasekara. HHM Dilanga Sakuli. JA Tisara Navinda Jayasingha. Saumya Nimalyanarachi. Naivala Kankanamlage Tharanga Nilapul Rajapaksha. Ranasingha Hevage Chamindra Manjula Ranasingha. Suminda Ranasingha. Amaleen Reza Rizvi. MAD Ruvindu Anuranga Senanayaka. P. Avishka Kavinda Sirivardhana. R. Kaveen Shehan Tilakaratna. From the Kandy branch, Dasanayaka Mudyansalage Supun Aditya Dasanayaka. Harshan Selvaraja. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘁𝗶. Kaveen Prasad Prabhaharan. Panchalingam Udayadarsan. Amarasuriya Rachilage Nilmini Kumari. Muhammad Sadiq Muhammad Akil. Konaramadian Slage Suranga Arjuna Bandara.
Continuing with the Kandy branch, PDL MM Bandara. Dominda Chamara Dasanayaka. Madhushani Patirana. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the applause coming in. Varnakula Surya Shanika Nilmini Piris. AMTH Ranasingha. Muhammad Azad Muhammad Shabri. Sivaganam Sudarshan. Tennakon Mudian Salake Pusegedra Indra Kumara Tennakon. PM Pravina Tilakaratna. Amarasingha Vitanage Samurti Upeka. Ishara Sadi Atma Varnakula Surya. BM Kalpani Shashikala Vijayasekara. WNK Vijayasingha. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂 Moving on to Kurunegala branch for obtaining pass. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝑃𝑎𝑠 Patirana. From Matara branch obtaining a pass at 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂𝘂 Yasangi Sandhya. Moving on to Master of Business Administration, Hospitality Management for obtaining a merit from Colombo branch, Natisha Ranganath Palyaguru.
Moving on to Master of Business Administration Marketing, obtaining a merit pass from the Colombo branch, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝑃𝑎𝑠 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝑃𝑎𝑠. Moving on to the Gampaha branch, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂𝑚𝑎𝑙 Rohana. Kaushala Eromi Silva. Moving on to Master of Business Administration Finance, obtaining a merit pass from the Kandy branch, Mohammed Maki Shamil. Thank you very much to our presenters for doing the honors. And now I would like to invite Dr. Lan Jiang, Senior Lecturer and ALT to ESOFT Uni, the Guildhall School of Business and Law, London Metropolitan University, to address the gathering.
Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, students, and students' families and friends. Good afternoon to all of you. It is a true honor to celebrate this remarkable achievement here at the ESOFT University. To all students, especially to all of you graduating as students of London Metropolitan University, congratulations. Your accomplishment reflect not only your intelligence and talent, but also your perseverance, discipline, and resilience. For every lecture you attended, every late night hour of study, and every challenging assignment or a project you completed, you have earned this proud moment of graduation. As a London Met alumni myself, I would like to share a key insight from my own journey. A business education is far more than learning about statistics, strategies, markets, and marketing. It is about developing the ability to think critically, act, lead with integrity, adapt to change, and create the value to this ever-evolving world. The great business, the great management thinker, Peter 𝗚𝗏𝘂𝘁𝗶ηκε once said, the best to predict the future is to create it. And this is exactly what lies ahead of you now, the opportunity to shape your own future. You are stepping in a world being transformed by artificial intelligence and rapid technological innovation. Change is happening faster than ever before. Those will evolve. The whole industry will be reshaped. The new opportunities will emerge and that do not yet exist today. Please do not let the space of change to intimidate you, and let it inspire you. AI may process data faster, but it cannot replace the human vision, courage, integrity, or compassion. Your ability to think strategically and act ethically and lead people will always matter. So, be bold enough to learn continuously after you have graduated from the university today here. Be confident enough to adapt. Be courageous enough to lead in this new era. Move forward with confidence. Dream boldly, act decisively, and lead with integrity. Remember that the true success is not only about what you achieve, but about the impact you have, your impact on building a better future. The future is not something that simply happens to you. It is something that you create, and your contribution to the communities and the world. Congratulations to all of you. I wish each of you every success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. 𝗚𝗏𝘂𝘶𝗶ike. And now we move on to conferring of awards, Kingston University UK programs. And I would now like to invite Professor 𝗚𝗏𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶ihe, Kingston University Liaison Officer, Director of Strategic Partnering and Development, Faculty of Engineering, Computing and the Environment, who will be accompanied by Mr. 𝗚𝗏𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗏ike, General Manager, Central Region, ESOFT Uni Kandy, and Dr. 𝗚𝗿𝗍𝗂𝗏𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗏𝗂𝘂, Head Transnational Programs, Senior Lecturer, Business Management, ESOFT Uni. We begin with BSc Honours in Quantity Surveying, obtaining upper second class, distance learning branch, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁. Moving on to Master of Science in Data Science, obtaining distinctions from the Colombo branch, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝑒𝑘𝑒𝑚𝑜𝑙𝑎𝑛𝑎. Liana Mohotige, Amina Prasad Cabral. Kashi Thavaraja. Attanaka Mudyansalage, Gayan Kaushalya. Hasita Madhusankar. Vijay Singh Arachilage, Manoj. Farhat Maulana. Rajasingha Puhamilage, Anushka Kumara. Moving on to the Candy branch, Vindhya Lakshani Karuna Ratna. Ratnaka Mudyansalage, Balawit Danushka Madagama. Murali Rohana Kumar. Rupasingha Rachike, Sajini Nimasha Rupasingha. Moving on to the Colombo branch, obtaining merits, Abdul Qadir Muhammad Jizan. Ravi Chandran Abhilash. Ramesha Prasadini Fernando. Prasad Sachinder. Patirage Chaturi Rasanjali. Ratnayaka Mudyansalage, Dilip Niranja Ratnayaka. Moving on to the Candy branch, Ahilan Indrasuryan. Jabamalai Dinesh. Disanayaka Mudyansalage Jagat Chaturanga Disanayaka. Krishanta Dinesh Kumara. Sumudu Sandamalika.
Let's move on to Master of Science in IT and Strategic Innovation from Colombo branch for obtaining a distinction. Rajita Anthony, Jude Fernando. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. Ashan Sachinta 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶 hisः. Janaka Prasanna Peris. Tenuka Sandeepa Suravira. Moving on to Kandy branch for obtaining a distinction. U.S. Lakshita Akalanka. Sandamali Sarachandra. Asanka Harshani Vikramasinghe. Moving on to Colombo branch for obtaining a merit. Melinda Harindu Atapattu. Marissa Hevage Venuli Kavinya Bandusena. Herat Mudian Salake 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶 hisः. Taranga Darshana Premaratna. Indika Lakshan Vikramasinghe. Now I may kindly request Professor Mukesh Limbacha to remain on stage while other dignitaries. Thank you so much. To join Professor Limbacha, I would like to invite Engineer Chandranandana Diyunige, Director, Engineering College of Technology, and Mr. Prasad Piris, Chief Executive Officer, Engineering College of Technology. To continue with the conferring of awards, Kingston University, UK. From Colombo for obtaining a merit, Muhammad H. Mahajuddin. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂 Sadasivam Sujivanand Sunil Gunasinghe 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂 Dushmanta Viratunga Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. Moving on to Kandy branch for obtaining a merit, Muhammad Faiz Muhammad Ashik. Nipun Gunavira. Sivanandam Haryandan. Varuna Akalanka 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂𝘁. Moving on to Colombo branch for obtaining a pass, Achini Upeksha Kanangara. Chadursini Perinpanadan. Next up, we move into the category Master of Science Management in Construction from Katubedda Engineering Branch. For obtaining a distinction, we have Ismail Nilam. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the applause coming in for our amazing graduates. Tushar Sampath Costa. For obtaining a merit, Viratunga Arachige Padmi Sandamini. For obtaining a pass, Abdul Sattar Muhammad Samir. Muhammad Salman Muhammad Ifkar.
Moving on to Master of Science in Network and Information Security, receiving a distinction from the Colombo branch, AMRS Aravinda Bandara. Also obtaining a distinction, Nimesh J.S. Samaratunga. Kiruparatnam Jude Myron. Yakte Kantake Gayan Sampath Costa. Sinthujan Balaranjan. Dulan Hansaja Ramanayaka. Chandrasekhara Heratmadyansalage Avishka Kanchana Bandara. Vidana Gamage Deshan Kumara Sirivardhana, obtaining a merit. Balasurya Arachige Dona Tanusha Dasuni. Stefan Kevin De Silva. Sumedha Nuwanabe Singha. Tavaranjan Karikalan. Shivanta Southern Anuradha. Ahangama Vitanage Janaka Iranga Taivananda. P. Sudesh Madhuranga Silva. Jyoti Kumar Dilish Kumar. Gayan Pradeep Kirindage. Roshan Vikrama Surendra. Basnayaka Mudyansalage Shashika Ruwan Bandara. Kavindu Satsara Mahapukorala. Gonaduage Hasita Pereira Gunasekara. We now move on to Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, obtaining distinctions from the Cartpath Engineering, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶 Ishan. Bandala Dharma Priya Vitharana. Jayanath Senaviratna. Deepthi Vijayratna. Dinidu Kumara Silva. Sarath Priyanta Hevanayaka. Nuwan Bandaranayaka. Donchaya Vendra Sankalpa Dantanarayana. Obtaining a merit, Rajapaksha Madhyansalage Tilanka Navodana Bandara. Nyan Gamage Buddhika Nandana. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁. Nalin Padmakumara. We now move on to Master of Science in Structural Design and Construction Management. Obtaining a distinction, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁. Obtaining merit, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗂𝘁. Moving on to Master of Science in Software Engineering, obtaining a distinction from the Kandy branch, I am Kavindu Chamendra Ilangakon.
Continuing with Kandy branch for obtaining a distinction, W.M. Arundhati Lanka Veerasinghe. Gautaman Thillainathan. Vidanagamage Dasun Hasanta Mendes. Janaka Harindra Bandara Ekanayaka. M.H.M. Fatin Zuhail. Moving on to Colombo branch for obtaining a distinction, Muhammad Nasar Afrana. Mahesh Eranga Silva. Vinayagamurthy Dhanaraj. Ninjar Muhammad Mirshad. For obtaining a merit, Khairul Amir Muhammad Anis. Sahan Palinda Bandara Vijay Korn. Shashika Tilan Jayasekara. Moving on to Kandy branch for obtaining a merit, Madhuka Chaturanga. Bachelor of Information Technology Honors Degree from Colombo Branch for obtaining a pass, 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂𝘁. Thank you so much, dignitaries. While I would like to request Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗂𝘂𝘂𝑐𝑠 Kingston University Liaison Officer, Director of Strategic Partnering and Development, Faculty of Engineering, Computing and the Environment, to address us.
Thank you. Chairman and Managing Director of ESOFT Group of Companies, Chief Operating Officer, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors, invited guests, and distinguished dignitary on the head table, colleagues, families, and friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Good afternoon and welcome. It is a great pleasure for me to be here once again at ESOFT, and a real privilege to join you in celebrating this very special Kingston University graduation ceremony. As we heard, today is a day of pride, celebration, and achievement. Today, we recognize not only what you have accomplished, but also exciting future that lie ahead of you. Graduates, my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you. Your degree represents far more than academic success. It represents determination, resilience, and it also represents belief in yourself. Each of you has overcome challenges to reach to this moment. And today we are celebrating your success together. However, graduation is never an individual achievement alone. Behind every graduate stands a strong network of support. Your parents, families, friends, academics, and supporting staff who encouraged you, support you along this journey. So first of all, to your families, thank you for your encouragement, your belief, and the sacrifices that made this achievement possible for our graduates. And to our ESOFT colleagues, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for your dedication and commitment in preparing Kingston University students for a successful future. Your work is transforming lives through education, and Kingston University greatly value this commitment and your contribution. Together, Kingston University and ESOFT have supported thousands of students in achieving Kingston degrees in computing, IT, engineering, and the built environment related fields. Degrees which are recognized worldwide and valued by employers. Many of our graduates are now working as a scientists, qualified engineers, surveyors, technologists, specialist advisors, policymakers, educators, and of course, few have embarked on that journey on entrepreneurship and leadership. Not only extending their personal and professional career, but more importantly, contributing significantly to the economic growth and innovation, both in Sri Lanka and internationally. And today, graduates, you join that proud Kingston ESOFT community. You graduate at a time of extraordinary changes. But every change brings new opportunities. IT technologists and computer scientists, through the innovation, are transforming the industries. Engineers are shaping the future, and the built environment experts and graduates ensures civilization and sustainable urban development. The world needs graduates like you. Graduates who are equipped with the core knowledge, skills, behavior, and most importantly, professional attitude, as well as know-how to make the difference. Your Kingston education has prepared not only with the technical knowledge, but with also confidence and resilience to be successful in a global environment. But I would like to say one thing. What will matter the most in your future careers is not only what you know, it is how you use that knowledge to solve the problems, to overcome challenges, and be creative and innovative to address the real-life challenges. So go out there, use your knowledge to solve real problems, use your skills, albeit in early stages, to improve people's lives, use your education to build better future. From today, you become Kingston ESOFT alumni, part of the global community of graduates. They are making a difference world over. Wherever your journey takes you, both the Kingston University and ESOFT will always remain your academic home. And we will follow your success with pride and sense of achievement. Graduates, be ambitious in your goals, be confident in your abilities, be bold in your ideas, continue learning, continue growing, continue challenging yourself, because the degree you have received today is not the end of your education. It is the foundation for everything that comes next. Also, you may know about this and you heard earlier on, the future is not something that simply happens. The future is something that you create. So go out there, make a mark, make a difference, Go with this purpose, and we are proud of you, we believe in you, and we look forward to seeing difference you will make as Kingston University ESOFT graduates. Congratulations to you all, and welcome to the Kingston University ESOFT Global family. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, for that very inspiring address. And now we move on to conferring of Bachelor of Information Technology Honours degree, ESOFT Uni. I would now like to invite Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, to read the degree conferment statement.
I have the honor to report that on the recommendation of the Senate of ESOFT, ESU, the Council has resolved that the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology Honours be conferred on those who are presented by the Acting Dean of the Faculty of Computing.
I would now like to invite the Acting Dean, Ms. Darshini Karnaratne, to announce the graduate's name of Bachelor of Information Technology Honours degree program. And I would also like to invite our presenters, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Dr. Delina Heyrath, Pro Vice Chancellor, ESU Colombo, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Dean, Faculty of Business and Law, ESOFT Uni, and Ms. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Devendra, Registrar, ESOFT Uni.
𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the awardees, and I would like to invite Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, to read the degree conferment statement.
By the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of ESOFT Uni, I confer upon those who were presented to me by the Acting Dean of the Faculty of Computing the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology Honours.
We now move on to conferring of special awards. To do the honors, I would like to invite our chief guest, Professor B. Nishantha, Professor in Entrepreneurship at the University of Colombo, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa, Chairman and Managing Director, ESOFT Group of Companies, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂, Kingston University Liaison Officer, Director of Strategic Partnering and Development, Faculty of Engineering, Computing and Environment, Dr. Lan Jiang, Senior Lecturer and ALT to ESOFT Uni, the Guildhall School of Business and Law, London Metropolitan University, and Mr. Amila Bandara, Chief Operating Officer, ESOFT Uni. We move on to top performer of the program, branch-wise. We begin with BA Honours in Fashion. From Campus 1, the award goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘂.
Now we move on to top performer of the program, branch-wise, BSc Honors in Psychology. From Campus 1, the award goes to Francisca Ronali, Nicole Javira. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause.
Congratulations to you on becoming the top performer of the program, branch-wise, from Campus 1. Moving on to Master of Business Administration, Candy Branch. The award goes to Dasanayaka Gunaratna Basnayaka Mudyansalage Rukshan Devinder Bandara.
Congratulations. From Colombo branch, the award goes to Mandalawatage Naduni Pulsarani.
Congratulations to you. We now move on to the Gampaha branch. The award goes to Krishan Harshana Benjamin Gunasekara.
Congratulations to you. We now move on to the next category, which is Master of Science in Data Science, top performer of the program, branch-wise. From Colombo branch, the award goes to Segu Hidayatullah Wafalul Segu 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝗄𝘁 Maulana.
Congratulations to you. And from the ESU Candy branch, ladies and gentlemen, the top performer of the program award goes to Mudita Bandara Atipola, who is not present today. Moving on to the next category, MSc in IT and Strategic Innovation. The top performer of the program goes to Ashan Sachintakurupu of the Colombo branch.
Congratulations to you. From ESU Candy, the top performer award goes to Lakmini Kumarihami Girihagama, who is not attending today.
Moving on to the next program, MSc in Network and Information Security. From the Colombo branch, the top performer of the program award goes to Jude Myron. Congratulations to you, Kiruparatnam Jude Myron.
Next category is MSc in Software Engineering. And from ESU Candy, the top performer of the program award goes to MHM Fatin Zuhail.
Congratulations to you, MHM Fatin Zuhail of ESU Candy. Top performer of the program, MSc in Software Engineering from the Colombo branch, goes to Mahesh Iranga Silva. Congratulations to you. And we now move on to the most outstanding performer of the program overall. We begin with BA Honours in Fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the most outstanding performer of the program overall from Campus 1 goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁.
Congratulations, Tarashi. Next up, the most outstanding performer of the program overall for BSc Honours in Psychology is from Campus 1 goes to Nuzhan Nizar.
Congratulations to you, Nuzhan Nizar of Campus 1, the most outstanding performer of the program overall in BSc Honours in Psychology. We now move on to Master of Business Administration. The most outstanding performer of the program goes to Daniel Sanjeev Ferdinand of the Colombo branch, who is not present today. We move on to the next program, Master of Science in Data Science. The most outstanding performer of the program goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁 of the Colombo branch.
Congratulations to you, Amina. The most outstanding performer of the program overall in MSc in IT and Strategic Innovation award goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘁 from Colombo branch.
The most outstanding performer of the program overall, MSc in Network and Information Security. The award goes to Sindhujan Balaranjan of the Colombo branch.
Congratulations to you, Sindhuja. Next up, the most outstanding performer of the program overall for MSc in Structural Design and Construction Management goes to Maguna Ashani Kaushalya Silva from ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology.
Congratulations to you, Ashani Kaushalya Silva. We now move on to MSc in Software Engineering, the most outstanding performer of the program. The award goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶 Mudyansanage Janaka Harendra Bandara 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂 of ESU Kandy.
Congratulations to you. Now we move on to the most outstanding performer overall in MSc in Management in Constructions, and the award goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶 from ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology. It's not presented today.
And the next program is MSc in Renewable Energy Engineering, and the most outstanding performer of the program overall goes to 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶 Ravisha Sammani of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, who is also not present today. I would like to thank our dignitaries for doing the honors. Thank you very much. Let us all give a massive round of applause for all the top performers and the best achievers. I would now like to invite Krishan Harshana Benjamin Gunasekara of the 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗂 branch to share a few words of gratitude.
Good afternoon, everyone. With deep respect and gratitude, I'm honored to share a few words on this proud occasion. Today, we celebrate not only our achievement, but also the journey that brought us here. On behalf of our graduates, I warmly welcome our honorable guest, respected head of corporate and academic governance, member of the academic and corporate staff, beloved parents, and my fellow graduates. Your presence makes this ceremony truly meaningful. My name is Krishan Gunasekara. I completed my advanced level examination in Commerce stream, followed the diploma at University Colombo. Today I serve as a head of operation at Barista Coffee Lanka, the largest cafe chain in Sri Lanka. As I advance in my career, I realized the importance of strengthening my academic qualification while searching for the right MBA program. My wife introduced me to the ESOFT campus. That decision changed my life. ESOFT gave me not just education, but also confidence, clarity, purpose, the great company like you. Other lecturers were mentors who guided us patiently and showed us the path to success. Because of that strong foundation, I now continue my journey with confidence and determination. What once felt uncertain has become a clear and hopeful future. I am humble and proud to share that I became the batch of our group, a recognition that reflects not only my effort, but also the support and encouragement I received from my family, lecturers, and my colleagues. To my fellow graduates, I share this message. Life does not always follow a straight road. Challenges and changes shape up into strong individuals. Never underestimate your starting point, because with guidance, hard work, and belief in yourself, you can reach heights you never imagined. Finally, I express my deepest gratitude to my parents, lecturers, workplace, and everyone who supported me. This graduation is not a just certification. It is proof of belief, sacrifice, and support. Congratulations to everyone graduate here today. May your future shine and bright. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such an inspiring words.
And with that, we'd like to present tokens of appreciation for our guests. To do the honors, I would like to invite Dr. 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶 Rajapaksa, Chairman and Managing Director, ESOFT Group of Companies. I would also like to invite Professor Viranja Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, and Mr. Amila Bandara, Chief Operating Officer, ESOFT Uni. We would like to present a token of appreciation for our chief guest, Professor B. Nishantha, Professor in Entrepreneurship at the University of Colombo. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion. Thank you very much to our chief guest. We would also like to present a token of appreciation to our Kingston University representative, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘁𝗶ecie, Kingston University Liaison Officer, Director of Strategic Partnering and Development, Faculty of Engineering, Computing, and the Environment. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion. We would also like to present a token of appreciation to our London Metropolitan University representative, Dr. Lan Jiang, Senior Lecturer and ALT to ESOFT Uni, the Guildhall School of Business and Law, London Metropolitan University. Thank you very much to our dignitaries for presenting, and thank you very much to our chief guest, to our Kingston University representative, and to our London Metropolitan University representative. Thank you. And we will now witness the signing of the graduates' register. We begin with the London Metropolitan University register. To do the honors, I'd like to invite Dr. Lan Jiang, Senior Lecturer and ALT to ESOFT Uni, the London Metropolitan University representative, and Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘂𝘁, Dean, Faculty of Business and Law. I'd also like to sign the graduates' register of the Kingston University. To do the honors, I would like to invite our Kingston University representative, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘂𝘁. I'd also like to request Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘁, Vice Chancellor ESOFT Uni, to do the honors. And we would now sign the graduates' registry of Bachelor of Information Technology. To do the honors, I'd like to request Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂, Vice Chancellor ESOFT Uni, and Ms. 𝗚𝗿𝗂𝗡𝗡𝗂 Devendra, Registrar ESOFT Uni, to do the honors. Thank you very much to our dignitaries for doing the honors. And now I would like to invite the Vice Chancellor of ESOFT Group of Companies, Professor 𝗚𝗿𝗱𝗂𝘁𝗶𝘂𝘁 to declare the graduation ceremony close.
I declare the ESOFT UNE graduation closed.
Thank you very much. And may I now request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata. Sundara Siri Tarini, Surandi Ati Sogamana Lanka. Ranya Dhalaya Nikamal Palaguru Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya. Apahata Sapa Siri Setta Sadhana, Jivana Ye Mata. Pili Danu Mena Apahati Puja, Namo Namo Mata. Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata. Upavya, Apavya, Upamaya, Apasatya, Upavya, Apashanti, Apahada Kulabhanti, Upalapalaloke, Apadi Anuprani, Apajivanave, Apamuktiya Obave, Navajivana Denini, Nikina Apakubutukaran Vata. Gnana-vidya vadavami naragena yanu rana jaya bhumikara. Ekamagatadi daru kalabalina, yamu yamu vinopama. Prema vada samaveda durala, namo namo mata. Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata.
Thank you very much, and I would like to request everyone to please remain until the academic procession leaves the hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain on your seats until the academic procession leaves the hall.
Before you leave, we have a few announcements. Please proceed to the balcony lounge, green room side for photographs. And we do have an ESU gift stall, which is open for you. So you're welcome to drop by and purchase souvenirs at your convenience. And hand over the cloak to the cloak counter and obtain your refund. Do cooperate with the ESOFT team. Once again, congratulations to you.